Hello everyone. In this video, I will mainly introduce how to set up MuLogin Anti-detection fingerprint browser and how to securely log into multiple Amazon accounts without being detected. Open MuLogin official website on the home page. In the navigation bar, here is the MuLogin pricing page. Here are some basic tutorials and FAQs of the use of MuLogin software. If you encounter any problems during use MuLogin, you can always find answers here. On this page, you can see our online customer service contact information and email. Click Download. Download MuLogin software, free trial, switch language, and other related information. Here is a brief introduction of MuLogin browser. Here listed some browser fingerprints. Click here to download MuLogin client. New users click here to register MuLogin account. Then contact customer service to get the free trial. Test whether MuLogin is suitable for your business. Here are some relatively detailed introductions of MuLogin browser, its main functions, use cases. As long as you need to log into, manage multiple accounts, and operate various online businesses at the same time on websites, MuLogin supports all of that. Click here to register an account. Currently, overseas users can only register with email, not support mobile phone number registration. You can switch the language of the web client here. Click here to contact customer service. After registration, return to the home page to download the client. Click Download, then install it on your computer. I have downloaded and installed it in advance. Open the MuLogin PC client and enter the account and password to log in. You can also register your MuLogin account on PC client. Switch language here. Currently supports Chinese and English. Click here to reach your help center page. Click here. It will jump to MuLogin official website. Let's log in. After logging in, we can see the browser list. Click Add Browser button to create a new browser configuration file. Click Batch Add. You can batch create multiple different browser configuration files. Let's add a browser. Name this browser. Click here. Select a desired icon. Customize the display icon for the configuration file, and its logo shown on the task bar when opening the browser. Here you can choose the group. Divide configuration files into different groups according to your own needs. If you don't select any group, it will be divided into the default group. Users can add groups in the grouping menu on the left navigation bar, and when creating the configuration file, select the desired group the configuration file into it. You can write some remarks here. You can set computer or mobile operating systems for PC and support Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. For mobile end, support Android and iOS. After selecting the operating system, platform, WebGL renderer, WebGL vendor, and some other information will be automatically generated corresponding with the operating system. For example, Windows operating system browser. Click Windows. Select browser version number. Choose the browser version number according to your needs. I choose 96. There will be a 96 version user agent. Choose Mac OS operating system to see. Automatically generate the user agent of the Mac OS system. Choose Linux. Automatically become a Linux user agent. Click Change Batch. Change it to another new user agent. For mobile operating systems, choose Android. Automatically become an Android user agent. Choose iOS. Generate an iPhone user agent. Change to a newer browser version. Click Change Batch. It automatically generates an iPad user agent. Click again. Generate an iPhone user agent randomly. I will demonstrate how to set Windows operating system browser firstly. Click Windows. Select 96 browser version. Set WebRTC. Generally, it is recommended to use replacement mode for eBay and Etsy. Recommended to use Disable Mode B. Check Automatically Detect IP. Public IP and Intranet IP are set by default. No need to change. For proxy settings, currently support HTTP, HTTPS, SOCKS 4, and SOCKS 5. I choose Direct Connection Mode. Don't set proxy. Direct Connection Mode is the local network environment. I'll set the proxy later. For platform, generally, Win32-bit for Windows operating system. Check Set Language based on IP. The browser language will be displayed as the language of the proxy IP area set by you. You can uncheck it and customize the language by yourself. Drop down select or input manually. I choose to check it. Check it to hide WebDriver. By default, it's not checked. Check Do Not Track to avoid the website from tracking the browser. It's not checked by default. Set the number of CPU processors running on the computer here. You can choose the number according to your own needs or just use the default setting. The same as the device memory setting. You can select the number according to your own needs or use the default setting. Mobile simulation setting. It's for mobile browsers. When setting PC browsers, no need to enable it. When setting mobile browsers, it will be opened by default, so you don't need to do any additional work. No need to change. Default setting is okay. Advanced fingerprint protection settings are all turned on by default. The value here will automatically match to the corresponding value according to the selected operating system. Windows operating system, like this. Let's change the operating system to Mac OS. You can see it will generate values randomly which are corresponding to Mac OS operating system. Switch back to the Windows operating system. Turn on the Start to Set Time Zone based on IP button. The time zone will be displayed according to the time zone of the proxy IP. If turn it off, you need to set the time zone manually. For media device fingerprint settings, here select the numbers according to your needs or use default setting. If you don't enable the specify device name function, you don't need to set the device name. If you enable it, you need to click Edit Device Name to set the relevant information. Set the pieces of device name information that corresponds to the number of custom media devices. Click Random, then save the settings. Set the following two parts in the same way. For label, it's recommended to set NA. Set default home page here. When opening the browser, it will automatically open this page. I set MuLogin official website as the default home page. Currently, by default, the boot kernel version is 96. Click Fingerprint Configuration. Set Browser API fingerprint here, such as battery charging mode. Set it according to your own needs. Bluetooth-related settings. Enable or not according to your own needs. Geolocation. Enable Fill Geographic Location based on IP address function. It will locate the position according to the proxy IP you set. You can turn it off, then turn on latitude, longitude, and precision buttons to customize the location. I turn on this function. Speech Synthesis API function is disabled by default. You can choose whether to enable it according to your needs. I turn on this function. What operating system is set for the browser? Then click the corresponding button. For example, for Mac OS operating system, click Mac OS. Windows, click Windows. And for iOS, click iPhone. If the operating system is Android, select Windows. Then uncheck Select All. I set Windows operating system for the browser, so here click Windows. You can also add this API by yourself. Enable SSL fingerprinting or not according to your own needs. I enable it. Then click Chrome SSL, consistent with Chrome SSL. Add plugins to the browser on the plugin configuration setting page. You can add the plugins you need in the Application Center menu. Then it will be very convenient to select the plugin when creating the browser configuration file. Click Other Configuration. Customize Startup Browser Parameters. You can set the parameters here based on your own needs, then execute them when opening the browser. Custom DNS. These settings are opened by default. No need to change. Local cache settings. Enable related settings according to your needs to clear related cache information. For sync settings, generally, it is recommended to open them. Enable them. Browser cookies, bookmarks, history records, etc. can be uploaded to the server, and they will be downloaded automatically when you open the browser next time. Even if you change the computer, these operation data will not be affected. Please note that the local cache and sync settings conflict with each other, so choose either or. If enable the local cache function, please disable sync settings function. Since the local cache function is in front of the sync settings, if enable both functions, then cannot clear local cache. Anti-leak settings are enabled by default. No need to do extra setup. You can click random to customize. Each time, when creating a new configuration file, a unique computer name and MAC address are set by default. The computer name and MAC address are generated according to related rules and are definitely not random numbers. Other protection function is enabled by default. No need to modify. No need to set header. Auxiliary startup configuration function is for some special groups. Generally, no need to set it. On the right part, we can see the relevant settings of this browser. This browser is set up. Then click Save. Now, let's create a Mac OS browser. Click Add Browser. Set a name. Choose an icon. Choose a group. Choose Mac OS operating system. Other data will match random values based on the operating system. Set proxy. Since I use Yellow proxy, so here select SOX5. Choose an IP. Set port 5500. Fill an IP address and port in MuLogin. Since Yellow proxy has no account and password, so here leave them blank. Check the network. Here displays the IP address and country. This indicates successful connection. Check whether there are other settings that need to be modified. Enable Speech Synthesis API function. I set Mac OS operating system, so click Mac OS. Turn on SSL fingerprint function. Click Chrome SSL. Keep it consistent with Chrome SLL. For plugin fingerprint, I will take Add Cook Editor plugin as an example. Open this button. Check Cookie Editor. Cookie Editor plugin function will be enabled in this browser. When opening this browser, the Cookie Editor plugin will be automatically installed into the browser. See if there are settings that need to be opened or modified on Other Configuration page. After all the modifications, in the right part, you can see the browser configuration information. Click Save. I didn't set proxy for the first Windows configuration file. Now set for it. Click this little button. Quickly set the proxy information. Choose an IP and forward it to port 5501. Click Port Forward List. We can see the IP, port, and other information that I set. After input required information, check the network. Connected successfully. Click Complete. Check these two browsers I just added. Click Open the browser. Open them at the same time. The default home page is MuLogin official website. When opening these browsers, this website is opened automatically. In the macOS browser, you can see the cookie editor plugin was added automatically. Open this detection website. Check their browser environment. There will be 3 IPs on the home page. Generally, if 3 IPs are the same, it means that IP has no diversion. If they are not the same, it means that the IP of the proxy provider is divided during use. Maybe use an intermediate port. For details, you can consult the proxy IP provider. Their operating system, resolution, user agent, and other information are different. These two browsers are completely independent of each other. Then open Amazon.com. Then you can sign up, log into multiple accounts, and operate online business safely without being detected. You can also use the batch import cookies method to realize passwordless login. Let's see how to do that. Close browsers. Back to the MuLogin client. Check these two browsers. Select Export Cookies to Excel option to export the cookie template Excel file. Open this Excel file, see the exported content, profile ID, proxy information, etc. Delete useless cookies. I have prepared 2 Amazon account cookies in advance, which are exported from other browsers. Copy and paste them into this Excel file. Save the updated Excel file. Return to MuLogin. Click Batch Import Cookies button to import these cookies in batch. Select the Excel file I just saved. Pop up this hint. Do you want to import and overwrite the proxy server settings this time? Select No to import only cookies. Choose No or Complete according to your needs. I choose No. This prompt indicates that multiple cookies or proxy information were imported successfully. Check these 2 configuration files. Open them. The default home page is MuLogin official website. Open Amazon website. You can see that 2 different Amazon accounts are automatically logged into these 2 different browsers. Then we can start operating online business. After finishing the work, when closing the browser, click MuLogin logo here. Click the first blue button. It will close the browser and automatically save all current open tabs. The next time when opening the browser to use, it will automatically open all the pages that were closed at that time. After closing the browser, the data will be uploaded to the server automatically and will be automatically downloaded when used the next time. Let's reopen these browsers. Have a check. When opening, automatically download data. Amazon website is opened automatically. And the 2 Amazon accounts are still in logging status. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact our customer service. Thanks for your watching.